It's time for our Agile Not So Agile episode of the Daily Stand Up Podcast. And I thought today I would do something fascinating. Have you ever wondered why there's 60 seconds in a minute or 60 minutes in an hour? People often take this for granted because it's been this way for thousands of years. If you can believe it, the ordering of our clocks took place nearly 4,000 years ago. Our clocks work on intervals of 60 because that is how Sumerians and Babylonians did it. The ancient Babylonians began codifying their astronomical beliefs and findings in the 14th century BC, or 3,400 years ago. It is from these calculations and assumptions that we get many of our most basic common numbers. The Sumerians came up with a base 60 numbering system called a sexagesimal, say that six times fast, sexagesimal system that bases everything off of the number 60. We use a base 10 number system today, which bases everything on intervals of 10. However, there are numerous benefits of a sexagesimal system that are lost on us today. So the number 60 is the smallest number that's divisible by the first six counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 60 is also divisible by 10, 12, 15, 20, and 30. This makes it convenient, extremely convenient for division. The number 60 has 11 easy divisors that make splitting it up into simple groups really easy. We divide our clocks in a similar manner, which highlights the versatility of a base 60 numbering system. Because 60 is so easy to use, we can divide our hours into quarters, 15 minutes, halves, 30 minutes, or even intervals of 6, 10-minute intervals. These common timekeeping chunks are still the ones that we use most today. People say things like, I'll be there in 10 minutes or a half hour, multiple times a day, and all those common phrases harken back to the ancient Sumerians. By comparison, when it comes to telling time, a base 10 number system does not work the same way. For example, if we had hours based on the number 10, it would be difficult to get a simple quarter-hour interval since a quarter of 10 is 2.5, which makes it a messy proposition. The clock is not the only thing that's remnants of the old sexagesimal numbering system. The Babylonians in particular were fastidious inventors and mathematicians. They were the first ones to order a year in 360 days, which is 60 six times, and the ones who gave us a 360-degree circle. All these numbers are based on that system. The calendar was eventually revised to be 365.25 days to match the actual astronomical year, but they weren't too far off from the original number. What is interesting about the fact that ancient people used this type of system is that it makes looking for things like numerology, proportions, and religious calculations tricky, because if you use different base numbering systems, it could change the way all of these things look. In one particularly painful example, some ancient astronaut theorist claimed to have spotted some pattern pointing to the speed of light in an ancient ruin. The problem is that the people who built the ruins would have used a completely different numbering system, and therefore the current number and the ancient number would not match or even closely resemble one another. So searching for meaning in an ancient numbering system and proportions can be a fool's errand, even if you don't know what you're doing and are unable to calculate between base 10 and base 60 numbers. It's still too much. It's just over the top. So next time you glance at a clock or check your time, think of the Babylonians. They're the ones who gave us that clock. The ancient system still lingers in many facets of our lives today, and most people are wholly aware of its influence. Base 10 is a great number system, and it works well for us today, especially if you use the metric system. But the sexagesimal system has its own benefits as well, which is why it still remains partially alive today and will probably be around for a long time to come. That's going to do it for this episode. I thought I'd keep it short and sweet. I wanted to keep it in under 6 minutes, sticking with the 60 time. Never mind. In case you have an idea you want us to talk about, reach out to us to learn more at AgileDad.com. We'd love to hear from you. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.